What's going on, man? It's your girl, TampaMystic, and we are back right here on the industry's most wanted podcast. Listen, it's been a beautiful day. It's a lot of great energy, a lot of dope vibes, man. We got the homie Stro checking in. What's good, fam?
What's going on? What's going on?
Hey, man, give me some energy right here. Hold up. You got to hold it right there. We're transferring that good energy. Boom. You feel that? It's like radiating.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about, man, is keeping them positive energy, positive vibes. But listen, it's not about me. It's about you. Introduce yourself.
Yeah, man. I'm BMR Stro. Instagram, Facebook, all that. BMR Stro.
Hey.
Everything, YouTube, all that. And, I'm from Jackson, Tennessee. Probably one of the realest rappers you will ever meet.
Well, listen, I'm excited to have you here today. You know what I'm saying? I know you know my co-host, Dorilla. He's here with me on Sundays. You guys are from the same area. So yeah. Shout out to Jackson, Tennessee, man. I just really want people to understand your journey, right? Because you didn't just wake up this fly. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like you had to work to get there, right? You know what I'm saying? It takes time. It's a process. So with that being said, take us back, man. I know you're young now, but let's talk of your young years. What was it like growing up in Jackson?
Well, really, it was all good, but we was young and doing us, so we was like, it was just really turned. We had a lot of things to do. We used to do a lot as far as everything, breaking in cars, taking the cars, breaking in houses, everything. We came up from, that was fun to us.
Right. As a youngin', you do find it's like an adrenaline rush, especially when you do it and get away with it, right?
Yeah.
But you learn from that, you grow from that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, shoot, nobody as a youngin', you gonna get in trouble. That's just part of the process. But before music, what did you aspire to do? You know what I'm saying? Did you want to grow up and be this or be that? Was there something that you wanted to do?
Yeah, it was like probably basketball.
Okay, you was a hooper?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Do you still actively play?
Yeah, I can still. Yeah.
You can still hoop a little something. Okay. Yeah. No, I think that's real dope because one thing that I always talk about with sports, and you're going to understand this because you play basketball, is I think it helps you with so many other things in life. It teaches you how to be a team player, one, right? Because you're on a whole team. It teaches you discipline. It teaches you punctuality. It teaches you a lot of stuff because, especially if you got a coach, man, coach don't play. You got to keep them grades up. You know what I'm saying? Things like that. Definitely. At what point did music become that passion for you, though?
I'd say probably about 13, 14. I'd say around that time. Because, about 13, 14 when I was in middle school.
I got you.
Really just never on it like that, and then in middle school was a lot of people really rapping, and I still went on it like that, but I used to just jot shit down and write here and there. But I'd say probably 2 years ago I really just started dropping on YouTube and all that. I got some old stuff on YouTube when I was looking.
Yeah. But you gotta go back and use that as motivation to see your elevation.
Yeah, I keep it up there for that. Yeah.
Facts. I love that. Some artists, they go back and they delete all that stuff. I'm like, you gotta let people know your journey, man.
Yeah, I keep it up there just for that.
Right, because there's been a lot of elevation, I'm sure, with your sound and everything and how you deliver your music, your bars, all that's gotten better, right?
Yeah.
Would you say growing up in Jackson, Memphis had an influence on music for you? Because, Memphis is a big music city.
I mean, not really.
No? Okay.
Kind of, sort of, but not really because I like Boosie and Lil Wayne and Louisiana rappers.
I was about to say you tapped into Louisiana. Okay. Yeah. But I think, though, even though it's two different places, example, shout out to Big Boogie. I did his interview and he's from Louisiana, but he grew up more so in Memphis.
Yeah, I saw that.
So he resonates with both. I think that, they kind of have similar sounds a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Of course, Memphis has its own and Louisiana does too, but I think they kind of just vibe together.
Yeah, it do. It's like we all living some of the same shit, so we can relate to it. So yeah.
Absolutely. Let's talk your early days of music. When you first started doing music, where was your motivation coming from? Was it just the life that you was living, or where did you come up with the ideas for your music?
It was like what we was going through in life, but at the same time, like I used to listen to Lil Wayne, and like he used to just say off the wall stuff, and it used to be just catchy, so it used to just make me want to think of what to say metaphorically and all type. Yeah, so I just used to put it together like that. But yeah, basically like where we was coming from, like, and how we grew up, but like I just wanted to, switch it up and say it in a different way, and make it catchy.
Absolutely. No, I think that's dope, because again, it's going to help people understand your journey, and people are going to resonate it. When you talk about real stuff, when you talk about stuff that you go through in life, that's what, to me, builds your most organic fan base.
Yeah.
Because then we're like, oh, this dude right here is going through something that I've been through, or he went through something that I'm going through now, and that's what you're going to build your most organic fan base. That being said, man, who are some of the producers that you've been working with along your journey? Shout them out.
Shout out to Wanda. Shout out to Oasis. I work with AD. I got a lot of several producers I work with, but yeah, them like the main people I work with, them three right there. So shout out to them.
That's dope, man. I think it's important that we have you, not me per se, because I'm not an artist, but like as an artist, you got to have a few good producers on deck, because they're going to be able to provide different sounds for you.
Yeah.
Which in turn could bring something out in you that you may not have wanted to try before. You know what I'm saying? Like, potentially tapping into other genres, things like that, right?
Yeah. Like the track you gonna play today, it was just like the beat when I got the beat from Wonder, like when I heard the beat, I'm like, I can rap on it, but it ain't with my tempo, so I just still tried to rap on it, challenge myself, and like I really like the song, like it sound good. And,
facts, exactly, and that was exactly my point. Is working with different producers is gonna challenge you, and it's gonna make you step outside your comfort zone.
Wonder did his thing too. We got in the booth. He like the beat he sent me. It was slick, kind of the same beat that you gonna hear, but like he did his thing on it too, and mixed it up and made it fit and everything.
So he does like the engineering for you as well to mix and master.
Yeah. He was the whole track was just me and him. He was engineering and everything. He made the beat, everything, and I just
That's hard, man. Let's talk about since you started taking this music business as a business, right? Because nobody comes into this knowing really what the business is about. We gotta figure that out along the way, because there's a lot to learn, especially as an artist getting all your music business together. But from the point when you said, you know what, I'm gonna really start taking this seriously as a business, what has been the struggle that you had to overcome? Because every artist has something, whether it be budget or having a good team behind you. What was it for you?
Shout out to my team, Greg Bates, he do his thing. But
shout out to Greg, man, that's my dog.
Yeah, that's my team behind me, But it's really like, I wouldn't say the budget, but I would say the budget at the same time, because it's like real life go on at the same time. So we still got kids and bills.
Facts.
And all that. So,
absolutely. No, listen, we're human.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like nobody's excluded from paying that electric bill.
Yeah.
Paying that car note. Rent, mortgage, whatever, like all that got to come first.
Most definitely.
You got to have a roof over your head, and if you got kids, you got to make sure the kids are taken care of. So trust me, and this is an expensive business, right?
Yeah, most definitely.
It's a lot of money just to put one single out, let alone a whole body of work, a whole project, right?
Right.
What would you say was that single that you put out that really started putting your name on people's radar, like they really started tapping in with what you got going on? What song was that for you?
I probably got a couple songs, but I remixed that Spider Got 'em B-Box, and it was like, I probably think I went the hardest out of everybody.
There you go.
Yeah,
You got to take advantage of stuff like that. Can we just speak on that for a second? Do you mind? Little sidebar? Okay. So shout out to Yo Gotti. He just had this challenge, right? And a lot of people are saying, oh, it was rigged and he already had someone picked. Regardless of all that, if he did, that's just what it is. It was great promo for his album. However, as an artist, if you did that challenge, I think it brought you a lot of good exposure, because people were searching that hashtag. I know I did.
Yeah.
And I followed a few people off of that, because I was like, yo, they hard. They can really rap.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So doing those type of challenges or remixing a song that's out there, I think is a great idea, because if it's a hot song, people are going to be searching for it, right? So they may stumble across your version of it.
Yeah, and I listen to a lot of them dollar for dollar challenges. Yeah, that's what it was called. I listened to a lot of them. I actually did it. I just never dropped it because I did it like probably like the second or third, and you know he announced on the fourth. I never dropped it. I might still drop it, but yeah.
Why not? Because it's still a relevant topic.
Yeah.
You know, and that's what it's all about. When you, as an artist, 2 Chainz said it best in one of his interviews. He said, you have to get on board or get left behind.
Yeah.
It's simple, but it's a powerful statement. You got to get on board with what people want, or trust me, you're going to get left behind, because there's a million other rappers out there. There's a million other me's out there, but there's only one us, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody else doing it like you doing it. Facts, man. Let's talk about some of the music that you've been putting out over the last couple years, right? Yeah. Because we were in a pandemic, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to the COVID, Corona, whatever. Shout out to you. I think for me personally, it brought more of the hustler out of me, because we had to figure out other ways to move, right?
Yeah, most definitely. You gotta figure out other ways to get it.
Be creative, innovative. What did it do for you musically, if anything? You know what I'm saying? Did it change your style whatsoever because you had to be more creative because there wasn't a lot of opportunities to do performances and stuff? Like, how did coming through 2020 and 2021 help you in a positive way?
I mean, I can't say it helped me in a positive way, because, you know, where we come from, we was taught to take many avenues to go get it, like, instead of just one avenue.
Right.
So,
you got to have multiple hustles.
Yeah. So, you know, it really just done. It wasn't positive, but it wasn't negative either, you know.
You found balance.
Yeah. I had to go back to what I know, but, you know, I know it better now because I'm older now. So, yeah, it wasn't just really that rough.
I think that's good, though, because a lot of people use that as an excuse.
Right.
That they weren't getting stuff done.
Right.
One thing I say all the time, man, stop making them excuses and figure out the reason why you should be doing it. You know, what I know you grew up in Jackson, you know what I'm saying? What brought you to Georgia?
Really just like the music, and I done been down to Atlanta a couple times. I really, you know, fuck with Georgia. I always turn when I come down here, we be turned. So yeah. It was just a good vibe, and you know.
What I think that I've learned, I've been here since 2013, right? Shout out to OG Bigger Rankin and shout out to Kingpin Rap Juggernaut. They are the ones that convinced me to move here back in 2013, right? Which was the best move ever. But what I figured out about Atlanta, why, you know, because people here really will tune in what you got going on. They'll show you love. It's because it's a city of hustlers. It's a city of bosses. Like, people are here like-minded. They're here to build their business, build their careers. You know what I'm saying? So when you surround yourself with other people like that, you have no choice but to go up.
Yeah. That's what I was taught. Like, when I was younger, an old man told me, he was like, you only hang around the people that think like you. So if all y'all thinking about meals, a meal will come. He was like, you can't hang around nobody that ain't thinking like you, because it'll knock it off. Knock the balance out. So yeah, I try to hang around everybody that got the same mindset. We all thinking about more than meals. We probably thinking about trillions, but yeah, we all together.
Nah, for real, because it's not to throw no shade, but someone who's making 50 grand a year cannot tell you how to get to that millie, right?
Right.
Or the billies. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They can't. They might be cool, but that's not somebody you wouldn't necessarily do business with. You know what I'm saying? They might be able to help you out here and there, but they're not gonna be able to show you how to get to that big bag.
Nah, they just show you how to move up a little bit.
Right. You know, so it's like, hey, you want to surround yourself with people who have that boss mentality that's gonna help you level up. With that being said, man, what are some of the things that we can expect from you musically for the rest of the year? We still early on in the year, man. What can we expect 2022?
I got a project gonna drop sometime soon. I ain't gonna get no date, but it's gonna drop sometime soon. And you just can expect a lot of, you know, real shit. Every time I drop it, ain't gonna be none fabricated or none of that. You know, I just rap real life and facts. You know, actual factual. So you know, that's what you get from me. You know, I ain't gonna do all that extra shit and talk about Range Rovers and all that shit I don't got. So yeah, you gonna get the real life, uncut. Yeah, me.
I love that because it's definitely going to make people not only respect you more because you're keeping it real, but they're also going to be able to relate to your music more because a lot of people ain't got Range Rovers and the big mansions and all that. You know, we're still aspiring to get there. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So keeping it authentic, all the way legit, you know what I'm saying? That's what's going to build your most organic fan base. Yeah. What do you aspire to do, you know, future? Let's if we could fast forward, you know, 2, 3, 4 years from now, where are we going to see you at?
Man, I'm trying to be at the top. Well, not even trying. I'm going to be at the top.
Bro, I was about to get you.
I'm going to be at the top regardless no matter what I'm doing. But, yeah, I'm trying to really just own land. When I was younger, I always wanted to own a casino. I probably still want to.
Oh, that's dope. That's a money maker right there.
Yeah. But yeah, I want to own a lot of businesses and lands and, you know, open a lot of things.
Word. Yeah. No, that's great, man. I've been looking at buying some land as well because I'm like, I don't know quite maybe what I want to do with it yet, but go ahead and buy it now. Yeah. And then you can build on it, you know, live on it, put a business there, whatever. You never know, man. You got to have that type of mentality. All right. Let's talk a little bit more about the project. Now, you said we ain't giving them a release date, which I respect that. You know what I'm saying? Is it already completed, or are you still working on some of the music?
Nah, it's like I already completed. I might add one song to it. I don't know, but it's like I already completed. It's called Trust No One. I just, you know,
No, that's a powerful statement. It's hard to trust anybody. Yeah. So the music that we're gonna catch on this album, did you create those songs specifically for the album, or did you have a couple that you already had in the vault that you picked for the album?
Nah, I probably had like. Nah, I can't even say that. I really just wrote all of them, like, cause I got the beats. Well, I really don't write to a beat, so a couple notes was probably in my notepad, but like I wrote to the beats for once, and so.
Okay, so your style was a little different on this one.
Yeah. So everything like really just me. It's a couple turn songs on there. I was just feeling good and turned up, but like everything just really just how I'm living, like, and how I'm coming. So yeah.
That's good because you want them to feel you. Yeah. People need to understand your journey because, you know, everything ain't always beautiful. Right. Social media is smoke and mirrors. People only show you the good stuff. It's rare that people show you the bad stuff that goes on in their life, which is cool because you don't want to let people too much into your life, right? Yeah. But that's why you utilize platforms like this to talk about your journey. Because, you know, when you do get them platinum plaques, because you will. Yeah, we claiming it. We throwing it out there in the universe. When you get them platinum plaques, people really are going to want to understand how you got there. And they need to know that it wasn't easy. Like, you put a lot of work, blood, sweat, tears, money, everything into this music to get to that point. Even where you're at now, you put a lot into it.
Most definitely.
What's been the highlight moment so far for you? Like, I know you may have had a couple of them, but was there maybe a special performance you did or a video that you did? What's been like a big highlight moment that you could go back and relive you do it?
I had to say I performed probably like 2 months ago, and like after I performed, I probably got like 1,500 to 2,000 followers. So
that's crazy.
Yeah, it was like
that's dope.
It was turned. So
that's what it's all about, man. Is utilizing those platforms to build your platform. Yeah, that's what I try to tell the artists. I'm like, you know, even if you go in the building and there's 100 people there, maybe there's 60 people there, maybe there's 50. Don't get discouraged. Utilize that because you never know, that one person that's in there could change your life. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Work the room. Meet everybody, make sure they follow you, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And they could potentially be, you know, your next biggest fan, or they could be somebody that you want to collab with. So it's like you got to utilize all them platforms. What you got coming up next, man? Like, you know, I know you working, you grinding, you got the album on the way. Any new visuals on the way?
Yeah, I really want to shoot a visual out of them, but you know, I got a couple visuals coming, and you know, I got a lot of things coming. A lot of things.
A lot of stuff in the works.
Yeah.
That's dope, man. Who you got with you today?
Yeah, that's my brother. That's my brother, Crown.
What's up, Crown? What's going on? That's my brother now too. We family in this thing. You gotta have people that ride or die for you, man, that support you. We can't do this by ourselves, right?
Most definitely.
You know, what's, if you don't mind sharing, I never like to get poked too personal with people. You know what I'm saying?
You good.
What's one thing about you that people don't know that you wouldn't mind sharing? Like something maybe you enjoy doing on your leisure time, or maybe whatever your favorite food. Give us something that nobody knows about you, really, that you don't mind sharing. Because I always like to expose new stuff on here.
I don't know. A couple people know that, but I like to draw.
Okay. Yeah. See, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I
so,
like to draw.
Yeah. Do you draw like portraits, or what type of stuff do you typically like to draw?
I could draw people. I could draw portraits, but like it really depends. It just
that's a money maker, bro.
Yeah, I just like to sketch and draw, and you know, I do a lot. Like I've been drawing for a long time. Like,
man,
since I was little.
Listen, I respect that so much because I can barely draw a stick figure. My thing a little messed up. But I'm infatuated by that. People who can paint and draw, because I'm just like, how does your mind, I don't know.
Yeah.
When did you discover you could do that? At a young age?
Yeah, it was young. I was probably in elementary school.
Okay. What's your favorite food to eat? Not to cook.
My favorite food. I laugh because that man crazy. My favorite food is cereal, though. For real. Yeah, for real.
Listen, cereal is that universal food. You can have it for dinner.
Yeah.
You can have it dry as a snack if it's sugary.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
That's why I laugh, because it'll be like 7 o'clock, I eat a bowl of cereal.
Listen.
7 o'clock at night, and they'll say something.
Listen, ain't nothing. I've had.
Like, cuz you childish. You ain't cereal.
What kind of cereal you like?
My favorite cereal, Fruity Pebbles, but like it. I like all the cereal.
Oh, you like the fruity stuff. Yeah. I got you. Okay, nothing wrong with that, man. See, I bet y'all didn't know that either. He likes Fruity Pebbles. That's dope, man. You know, when it comes to doing business with people, what's your biggest pet peeve or turnoff?
That's hard. I ain't really like, as long as you keep it,
Keep it solid.
Yeah, keep it 10 times 10 with the sum on the end,
There you go.
As long as you keep it, 100 something, like, I ain't really got no problem. Like, loyalty really just,
yeah.
Keep it real. I
think that this business, and I can't really speak for other businesses because this is what you and I are both in. We're in this music business, this entertainment business, has really taught me about loyalty.
Yeah. Like that's like one of the big things. Like gotta keep it real and gotta be loyal.
Yeah. Have you experienced, along your journey of, I know I have, and I'm not afraid to speak on it. Some people you thought was gonna be your partner to the end, and they just didn't see your vision, and you had to keep it moving. Have you experienced that along your journey?
Yeah, like that's what happened. Like everybody ain't like, that's why that go back to what I was saying. Like people that's thinking like you, everybody like around you ain't gonna be thinking like you. You probably think they is, but like everybody ain't gonna be thinking like you. Some people just around to bring you down. So you gotta find out who them people is and separate. You separate to elevate. So yeah,
that's right, exactly. And situations like that, I'm like, it ain't personal, it's business.
Yeah,
you just gotta handle it accordingly. You brought some merch today. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Let's talk about that. What you got on deck? In fact, do you mind handing me like a couple things from over there? I'm putting you to work. You my brother now. We related. It's my brother from another. Bring it around here if you don't mind. Oops, I'm sorry. So I just want them to see what we got going on over here. You know what I'm saying? We got the good merch. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you, family. What do we got here today?
Yeah, that's some merch. I got that from my manager, Greg Bates. Shout out to him.
Boy, it's that quality too. It's that thick T-shirt. It ain't that little family reunion gas station kind of T-shirt.
It's the thick T-shirt and the logo and all that thick. It ain't,
That's fire, man.
Wash away.
Right. Listen, sometimes they be giving you them shirts that you can buy at the gas station. They feel like sandpaper. I'm like, what am I supposed to do with that? This is that good stuff.
That ain't faded glue.
He said that ain't Faded Glory. That's that Walmart stuff, y'all.
Yeah. That's the real deal.
How did you and your manager link up?
We probably linked. It probably was about 4 or 5 years ago. We linked through one of my other partners, and it was just like a connection, and we ran it like that.
Let's talk a little bit about that in depth, if you're cool with that. I'm over here dropping stuff. A lot of artists will come to me and ask me, do you know any managers? And I'm like, that's not something you just, in my opinion, you don't just hire someone to be your manager.
Right.
It's got to be somebody that you trust, somebody that believes in you, somebody that you have a rapport with, all that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Do you mind speaking on that? Because a lot of these artists feel like you just look online and you hire a manager. No, that's not how you want to go about doing it. Talk about, the type of relationship that, you and your manager have built together so people understand, like, why he's your manager.
Yeah, like, he like, recently just became my manager. Like,
okay.
I've been doing music, but, like, he was one of my other homeboys' manager.
Got you.
Whatever happened with that, but, like, it was just, like, I've been knowing him for, like, 5 years, and, like, we was tight when we, first met. So I come down to the A, and he'll call and we'll get up and keep in contact when he was locked down and all that. So yeah, like, and then I just started sending him music out the blue, like probably like a couple months ago.
Yeah,
I just started sending him music. Then he could push me, like. So, like, I ain't send him music like, I want you to be my manager or no shit like that.
You just want him to check you out.
Yeah, just check me out, because I know you got pulled. So just check me out. And then he was like, he can, take me to the next level or whatever.
Yeah.
So I'm like, yeah. And then I know him, so I'm like, yeah, we could do that, because I know you. We done built that
Facts.
type of relationship. It ain't just like I met you a week ago.
Right.
And you telling me you can do this, and I'm like, yeah.
Right, because you don't know if you can even trust them at that point. You
right.
just meet someone, you don't know what their past is like, their history. Hell, they could be wanted for murder for all you know. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to be mindful of who you mix yourself up with. So I just wanted to speak on that for a second, because, again, artists be wanting to just get random people to manage it. I'm like, you will trust a random person with your career? You're like, no, you got to have somebody that you actually have built with and that and you can trust. Yeah. Most definitely. So let's talk about the record that you sent us today. I'm about to bring it up right now, right here. So we got a record. It's called Spin.
Yeah, it's called Spin.
Talk to us about it, man. And when I say talk to us, I need all the details. Like, where was your mental state at when you wrote this song? Who produced it? Give us all those details.
Yeah, Wonder, he made the beat, produced the engineered, all that. Shout out to Wonder. Really, it just came, like, when I first heard the beat, I ain't gonna lie, I first heard the beat, I was really like, it was on some Detroit type shit. So,
okay.
I was really trying to come, like, on some Detroit or T Grizzly, or I don't know, like, I was just trying to come, like, a different way. But, like, when I rapped it, it didn't really come out like that. It still came out the southern way.
Right, because
I know how to.
That's just you. That's how you deliver. I got you.
But, like, it came out different, though, like, because it was, like, a quicker tempo, and it was like a more upbeat, so like it came out different. I like it, like, yeah. And like where my mind was at, like, while I was making it, it was a couple places, it was everywhere. But like when I heard, like, the beat Spin just kept popping up, like the word spin, like, in my head while I was writing. So I just named it Spin, and like I came up with the hook off of the word spin. Like, it just kept popping up, so I guess the beat was saying spin to me. So yeah, that's how really I came up with it and made it.
I think that's dope, though, because even though it's one word, it's a word that's going to intrigue people to want to listen. Because, example, if you have a song and you name it Money, people out the gate already know you're going to be talking about money in the song, right?
Yeah.
More than likely.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool. But when you have a word like spin, people are like, okay, what is he going to be talking about in this record? It's going to intrigue people to want to tune in and listen, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, as an artist, when you come up with song titles, you want to think of something weird and different and catchy, because that's how you're going to engage people to actually want to take a listen to it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So is it on all the digital platforms?
It's on YouTube
right
now, and it's dropping to all platforms. I want to say the 7th, but I'm going to say the 10th.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we got an exclusive.
Yeah.
Slick.
Yeah. It just uploaded to YouTube today. So yeah, it's like.
So make sure y'all go run them numbers up, and we're gonna make sure that they get all that information. Is there gonna be a visual in the works for it?
I'm thinking about that now. Like, that might be one of the songs. That might be one of the songs on the project that I do a visual to.
Word.
Go run it up and put in the comments if you want me to do a video to it.
Listen, go to his YouTube channel. What's the name of your YouTube channel?
YouTube channel BMR Stro. That's BMR Stro. BMR Stro. And the album, the mixtape, the single called Spin. But it's a lot of music on there. Just go play all of it.
He even said he got some of his older content up there, right?
Yeah, it's some old content from when I was like 18. So yeah,
check it out. Understand his journey.
Yeah.
And while you're there, hit that subscribe button.
Yeah, and the bell and all that.
Hit the notification bell.
Yeah,
like, give him a thumbs up, leave a comment, all that stuff, because all that stuff doesn't cost you nothing but a few seconds of your time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I'm going to keep dropping content. I'm going to be turned. So yeah, just hit the subscribe so you can always get it. Yeah.
Please believe it. So before we get into the record, man, there's 3 things we got to do. First, man, give me some more energy. Boom. Appreciate you being here today. 3 things we got to do before we check out the record.
All right.
Well, before we get into those 3 things, let me ask you, did you want to freestyle at all?
Nah, I don't really freestyle. Nah.
I always like to ask, because when I don't ask, they be like, I wanted to freestyle. I was like, oh, okay, my bad. I got to remember to always ask that now. 3 things we got to do. First and foremost, man, tell them all your social media. I know we just gave them the YouTube, but tell them where they can follow you.
Yeah, I just gave you the YouTube, but in case you didn't hear me, it's BMR Stro. Facebook is BMR Stro. Instagram is BMR_Stro with the 7 on the end. Yeah, that's about pretty much it. That's
What's the BMR stand for?
The BMR stand for Black Mafia Reincarnated.
Dope. Yeah. I knew there was something. Second thing we got to do, man, we got to give people their flowers while they here, right?
Yeah.
Because life is not guaranteed. So we got to show that love and pay homage. Who do you want to shout out to?
Shout out Greg. Shout out Wonder for the track. Shout out my mama. You hear me? Shout out all my homeboys, free PG, TTG, and the whole ACG. Shout out all the homeboys. It's a lot of them. I can't even name them, so shout out all of them. A whole lot of groove gang shit. And, that's how we rocking.
Nah, for real, man. Last but not least, man, we live and direct on the industry's most wanted podcast with your girl, TampaMystic. I got Jackson, Tennessee in the building. Now you're a Georgian, right? You're a peach now. I appreciate you being here, but I got to know, man, what makes you the industry's most wanted?
Man, I feel like I'm the next thing coming since Tupac or Boosie. You hear me? Like, you just gonna get it real raw, uncut, real life. I ain't gonna do no cap rap, none of that. It's gonna be all, really me, really, like, everything I talk about. If I ain't done it, I will do it. You hear me? Shit like that. Yeah. That's how I'm coming.
All authentic. That's what I'm talking about, man. Shout out to BMR Stro checking in. It's your girl, TampaMystic. We about to get into this record, though. You ready?
Yeah.
I need you to give me that really dope official introduction.
Yeah, man. You know what the fuck going on. The name of block, you buck, you getting popped. Yeah. BMR Stro. This that spin. A whole lot of gang shit.
Let's